30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Here we go. Going in. Watching it back. Come on, D.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Mixon running right. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On second down, Prescott again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They give him a gain of 37.
Let's go.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
46. Gun. 26.
To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Sanders' kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Here I come. Lock it. Back. Gone. Check. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready, go.
2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ready. Lock 57. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to throw. Love. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Get ready. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Joker. Check 3. Sam, on. Check 3. Sam,
They'll try the counter with Dixon. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? 41 Mike. Leo. It's out time. Check 24, check 24. Shoot. General, West. Hard. Hot. Check 99. Check dog. Shoot. What?
On second down now, it's Dixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Let's go. Check the backer. Lock it. Shift. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Showing up. Gone. Lucky. 36. Hey, ready, go.
Now Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can Lobo, Buzz, check. Mark 50, and go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
56 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Love. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Take 4.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. Dixon, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
1st down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former 1st-rounder, Artie Burns. across the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Final play of the half. Prescott. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Love. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on third down. Love. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out wide. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Cut!
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Lobo. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
On the set. I'm going to wedge that, huh? Let's go, D. Check 31, check 31. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Lock it. Shoot. Shoot. What happened?
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A run by Dixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott. That's caught. It's Malone. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
John Ross. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man. It's Eifert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, and it's third down.
Let's go, D. Tight end right. Tight end right. You got three down, three down. Here we go, 47. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Buying time to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Check 15. Switch.
On first down, they go with Dixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Dixon. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Kill. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go.
Here's Dixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Squeeze. Get in there. Check three. Run.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll start the drive with Dixon, and an alley to run, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Switch. He's crossing. He's chasing.
Now on first, Dixon again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.